Hare Krishna, Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. We continue reading from Caitanya Caritamita Adi Leela, chapter 10, text 21. Pandita Jagadananda Prabhura Prana Rupa Loke Khyata Yenho Satya Bhama Rasvarupa. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So here we are. Pandit Jagadananda, the sixth branch of the Chaitanya tree, was celebrated as the life and soul of the Lord. He is known to have been an incarnation of Satyabhama, one of the chief queens of Lord Krishna. So there are many dealings of Jagdananda Pandit with Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Most importantly, he was the Lord's constant companion and especially took part in all the pastimes of the Lord in the houses of Srivas Pandit and Chandrasekhar Acharya. So Satyabhama has come in Chaitanya Leela as Jagdananda Pandit. Jagdananda Pandit is the sixth branch of the Chaitanya tree, and he had many pastimes with Lord Chaitanya. Pritye karite chahe prabhura lalana palana vairagya loka bhai prabhu namane kakhana. Jagdananda Pandit, as an incarnation of Satyabhama, always wanted to see to the comfort of Lord Chaitanya. But since the Lord was a sannyasi, he did not accept the luxuries that Jagdananda Pandit offered. So Jagdananda Pandit, he is Satyabhama. He's an incarnation, an expansion of Satyabhama. So what is Satyabhama's mood? Satyabhama's mood, she's from Dwarka. She's the queen in Dwarka. And she always wants to give all the comforts to Krishna. All because she wants to let him live in a nice palace, have servants, have all the best of food. So Jagdananda Pandit also has the same mood for Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya has taken up sannyas, and Jagdananda Pandit gets mad that why you're being so renounced? You cannot be so renounced. Jagdananda Pandit wants to give Lord Chaitanya all the luxuries. And then Lord Chaitanya says, but I can't, I'm a sannyasi. So they have this very nice pastimes. Dui jane khatamati laga ya kondala tanra pritiera kata age kahiba sakala. They sometimes appear to fight over trifles, but these quarrels are based on their affection, of which I shall speak later. So they constantly were fighting because Jagdananda Pandit wants to do something for Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya will say, I cannot accept it. But all this is based on affection for each other. It's not out of enmity or envy. No, it's based on affection, on love. Raghav Pandita Prabhura Adya Anuchar Tanra Eka Shakha Mukhya Makardhvaja Kara. Raghav Pandit, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's original follower, is understood to have been the seventh branch. From him proceeded another sub-branch headed by Makardhvaj Kara. So Raghav Pandit, another associate of Lord Chaitanya, he is called as the seventh branch of the Chaitanya tree. And from this seventh branch, there is a sub-branch called Makardhvaj Kara. The personality's name is Makardhvaj Kara. Kara was the surname of Makardhvaj. At present, this surname is generally found in the Kayastha community. The Gaura Ganadesh Tipika 166 states, Dhanishta Bhakshyas Samagrim Krishna Yadad Prajemitam Seva Sampratam Gauranga Priyo Raghava Panditaha. Raghav Pandit was formerly a confidential gopi in Braj during the time of Lord Krishna's pastimes, and his former name was Dhanishta. This gopi Dhanishta always engaged in preparing foods for Krishna. So In Krishna Lila, Dhanishta Gopi, who was always cooking for Krishna, Dhanishta Gopi, she wanted to come in Lord Chaitanya's pastimes, and she has come as Raghav Pandit. And we will hear how Raghav Pandit and Raghav Pandit, he and his sister, they also prepare a lot of foodstuffs for Lord Chaitanya. Tanhara Bhagini Damyanti Prabhura Priyadasi Prabhura Bhoga Samagri Ye Kare Varamasi. Raghav Pandit's sister Damyanti was the dear maidservant of the Lord. She always collected various ingredients with which to cook for Lord Chaitanya. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur writes in his Anubhasya, in the Gaura Ganodesh Dipika 167, it is mentioned, Gunamala Vraje Yasit Damayanti tu Tatsvasa. The gopi named Gunamala appeared as Raghav Pandit's sister Damayanti. So Dhanishta has come as Raghav Pandit, and then another gopi called Gunamala. She has come as Raghav Pandit's sister, and the sister's name is Damayanti. On the East Bengal railway line, beginning from the Sealdah station in Calcutta, there is a station named Shodapur, which is not very far from Calcutta. Within 1 mile of the station, towards the western side of the Ganges, is a village known as Panihati, in which the residential quarters of Raghav Pandit still exist. So Panihati is still there. Recently, it's gone by the efforts of Bhakti Charu Maharaj. Built a very wonderful temple in Panihati. It's near Calcutta. And also a very wonderful pastime happened there, which is every year it is celebrated, the Dahi Chira festival, where Raghunath Bhatt Goswami got mercy from Lord Nityananda, where he fed so many thousands and thousands of people the dahi and shira. So this festival is still observed with chipped rice and yogurt, and chipped rice and milk, condensed milk. On Raghav Pandit's tomb is a creeper on a concrete platform. There's also a Madan Mohan deity in a broken down temple nearby. This temple is managed by a local zamindar of the name Sri Shivachandra Raya Chaudhary. Makardhwaj Kara was also an inhabitant of Panihati. So Raghav Pandit is from Panihati, and his tomb, is said, is still there. And there is a Madan Mohan temple of the deity. Madan Mohan temple is there. And the name of the person who's managing the temple is also given, Sri Shivachandra Raya Chaudhary. So Raghav Pandit's sister is called Damyanti, and she is the Gopi Gunamala in Krishna Lila. So all these personalities, they came again. They had come with Krishna in Krishna Lila. They came again with Lord Chaitanya in Chaitanya Lila. Se Sabha Samagri Yata Jahilite Bhariya Raghav Laiya Yana Gupta Tariya. The foods Damayanti cooked for Lord Chaitanya when he was at Puri, were carried in bags by her brother Raghav without the knowledge of others. So Damayanti would cook varieties and varieties of foods and would pack them nicely in small bags, and Raghav Pandit would bring this food from Panihati to Puri when Lord Chaitanya was staying at Jagannath Puri. Varamastaha Prabhu Karena Angika Raghavera Jali Bali Prasiddhi Yaha. The Lord accepted these foods throughout the entire year. Those bags are still celebrated as Raghavera Jali, the bags of Raghav Pandit. So the food was preserved in such a way that it could last a full year with different types of pickles, and We're going to read more about it. Se sabha samagri age kariba bistar, yahar shravane bhakti ravahe ashrudhar. I shall describe the contents of the bags of Raghav Pandit later in this book. Hearing this narration, devotees generally cry and tears glide down from their eyes. A vivid description of these Raghevara Jali is to be found in chapter 10 of the Antya Leela portion of Sri Caitanya Caritamita. So the Antya Leela is the last portion. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita is narrated in three sections: the Adi Leela, Madhya Khanda, and Antya Leela. We are in the Adi Leela, the initial pastimes of the Lord. Then is the Madhya Leela, his Sankirtan pastimes, and his Antya Leela are the Sannyas pastimes. So this pastime, this description of the foodstuffs prepared by Damayanti and brought by Raghav Pandit is there in the Antya Leela. Prabhura Atyanta Priya Pandita Gangadas Yanhara Smarane Haya Sarva Bandhanash. Pandit Gangadas was the eighth dear branch of the tree of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. One who remembers his activities attains freedom from all bondage. So Gangadas Pandit, he was the headmaster of the school where Lord Chaitanya was teaching. And he's called as the eighth branch of the Chaitanya tree. And one who remembers his activities attains freedom from all bondage, means liberation. Freedom from bondage means liberation. Chaitanya Parshada Shri Acharya Purandara Pitakari Yanre Bale Gauranga Sundara. Shri Acharya Purandara, the ninth branch, was a constant associate of Lord Chaitanya's. The Lord accepted him as his father. It is described in the Caitanya Bhagavat that whenever Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited the house of Raghav Pandit, he also visited Purandar Acharya immediately upon receiving an invitation. Purandar Acharya is to be considered most fortunate because the Lord used to greet him by addressing him as his father and embracing him in great love. So Acharya Purandara, it seems he's probably staying in Panihati too, because Raghav Pandit is staying in Panihati. So when Lord Chaitanya is visiting Raghav Pandit, he used to also visit Purandar Acharya on receiving his invitation. And Lord Chaitanya would address Purandar Acharya as his father. He would give him that respect and see him as his father, address him as his father. And Acharya Purandar is called the ninth branch of the Chaitanya tree. Any comments or any questions? Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare